Saya mendatang sih belum live stream loh.
Hah?
Main situ
Enggak ada
ATPIC gak?
baspal.
Oh ya.
Anak baspal.
First season.
Tas.
Udah kok. Dan
Si.
gak usah pemanasan dah, langsung gas.
Om.
Ah.
Mana gue? 4070, 4060 Ti, B4060 biasa. Mau dirilis, di refresh gitu loh, pakai SKU berbeda.
Oh,
Rilis lagi.
kenapa begitu?
Baru launching, Jok, langsung di refresh anjing.
Oh iya, kenapa?
Gak tahu. Oh, lebih bagus. Lebih bagus di atas satu sebelumnya. Menarik soalnya kayak seri 3000 nih gak beda jauh kan. Menarik kayak diganti baru, terus performanya api.
Can you stop calling me kak?
Gue koncone Vito, Cok, tiba-tiba, Cok. Arek
Oh, iya?
Dota. Iya, Vito Chandra.
Sing cewek apa sing cowok?
Sing cowok lah, sing nge-live kan sing cowok, makanya rame.
Can you stop calling me?
Koncone Vito tiba-tiba, Cok.
Party kocel.
Jadi aku DE mari live Dota kan. Disuruh
Tapi
Ome.
Party
Mana kok bacot ya?
Party code.
Sabar
Party
babi.
code.
Apa ada langsung invite, Cok?
Gak ada, dia gak pakai aku nih. Aduh. Boy gak niat. Mana anjir Discordku?
Megaya jari. Jira. Apa ya Megaya?
Hah?
Partikat. Gua lagi ngobrol sama temen. Partikat.
BVE 555.
Apa?
Apa? Berapa?
BVE
DCE
BVE
Vivi.
satu-satu dong. Kuping gua nggak dengar VCT soalnya.
B
C
V
V
E
E
555.
555. Ya udah.
Tadi cekku error anjir.
Gua in game ya. Sebelah dulu bentar.
Oke.
Anjing, ranknya lengkap gini dari platinum 1 sampai diamond 2. Otot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. Lagi seru di VCT nih. Harus nonton tuh Bang Leon.
Kalah Sentinel.
Kan dia ngomongnya in game.
Enggak, Discordnya sih aneh.
Dono hilang wes.
Oh ya.
Ya.
Oh iya. Kok gak enak suara melebu metu ya di aku ya?
Ada berarti.
Anjay. Large.
Mas 2-0 ah?
Dan enggak belum.
2-0 dah.
Belum.
Tak cek. Oh ya
Kayak
belum.
54,
Si anu lah sang.
55. Sentinel Genji.
Masuk kalah sih. EG. Apa Genji kok EG sampai. Pala map DE lo. DE sing milih lo tadi. Terus.
Oh, tak cepetin nih jauh soro. Delay.
Match found.
Cok siapa cok? Oh main game. Cok gede nih cok.
Bagus.
Mau sentinel gak?
Sentinel.
Apa? Viper aku deh, lega.
Oh, gen kuat banget ya.
Kan emang duelis dapat ada kan?
Enggak lah, main smoke aja ya.
Orang map pertama menang ya, map
Thankyou,
kedua aja
Viper.
sengit. Kan gue bilang Garvena ini pasti gen. Ini kayaknya feeling gue yang juara tuh gen.
Van
Seandainya nih,
Viper ya, Van Viper.
Sentinel kalah nih. Perex menang lawan Lot. Perex sama Sentinel. Dan kedua itu tuh.
Gede banget cok, suaranya nggak bisa dikecilin dari
Nah, Perex sama Sentinel gue nggak tahu nih. Mereka sama-sama, gue nggak bisa prediksi juga nih Sentinel. Tapi Sentinel lawan gen aja sengit. Kalau Perex lawan gen aja kebantai cok.
Ya.
Ketok sih.
Iya,
sama
kayaknya sih
Genji.
kalah.
At least juara 2
Soalnya rapi mainnya, ngerti nggak? Mainnya nggak kayak nggak emang modal aim, cuman kan mainnya nggak ada keruduk, ngerti nggak?
Gak tau deh, lower bracketnya
Let's
udah
get this
hitam
Radiant
aja.
Knight. Head
Yang
home,
permainan yang
then
paling
go
bahaya itu
east.
adalah jangan gak ada keruduk mainnya.
Kita cilik banget.
Halo. Oh, ada suara ya?
Mari itu PRE kuda hitam ya bang. Mantap. Apa?
Apa udah hitam ini?
Ya
Keren
PRE
goyang.
Wah itu lebih mustahil mana ya RRQ menangnya.
I got the spike. Dizzy has target.
Smoke.
Spike down A.
I have the spike.
Dia balik lah dulu.
Spike planted. Cutting their vision.
One enemy remaining.
Mid.
They're nothing but flies.
Itu aman ya, tapi soal Valornya kayak ketinggalan gitu loh, Cok.
Lolos aja bang. Bang pistol bang.
I will find you.
Lu jalan nggak pernah dilihat. Jangan.
Apaan nih?
Spotted B. Enemy down.
Cutting their vision.
Reloading. Reloading.
Spike sticking. Thanks a little man.
Enemy down.
Reloading.
Belakangnya.
Bokong.
Belakang.
One enemy remaining.
Ya cok wis tak trap sik jebol ae cok.
Flawless.
Dinundui anjing gue dia.
So embarrassing.
Kita ditandui.
Karena kata
Just tell me where they are. I'll do the rest.
Kurang bawa berarti aku cok.
Iya. Ah, what? Kan lo bilang tak traffic di belakang kok saya tembus kan. Delok kiri. Nunduk cok kayak naik gini.
Baik tadi Ramadan gak sih? Lagi kopi.
Oh.
Reload.
Reloading.
Kita mau kemana?
Tarik.
Ke depan lu woy. Rame aneh.
Chamber. Dek mid.
Oh mas kayak tak oper om.
Reloading. Drop the spike.
Ada itu ya guys, apa?
Awas ada.
Still in sight.
Ada jam guys ya.
Kayak low. 2 hit kena tadi. Yang enggak low bisa paling setengah ya.
Still in sight.
Aduh, di bokong ya. Anjir.
Kena trap tadi.
Up and away. 30 seconds left.
Ah, ya kalah saya.
There's my buddy.
Ada si bokong satu.
50 25.
Save aja tuh.
And you're done.
Awas ada lagi.
Last player standing. Spike down B. 10 seconds left.
My city needs me. I can't be away for long. Let's end this quickly.
Ramadan tiba.
Tiba-tiba Ramadan.
Con cuidado, viejo.
Spike apa?
There. Cutting their vision. Cutting their vision.
Kanan dulu di sini.
There.
Wingman's planted. Reload. Thanks, Wings.
There.
Mid.
Tangga anjing. Bola ya.
Apa? Berdua.
Wah, anjing.
Mid satu.
Di yellow satu.
One enemy remaining.
Kanan lo.
Oke Andi.
They will die. Hopeless and afraid.
Satu.
Sentinel 7 anjir. Gak sama plan gak lagi. Sentinel 7, Genji 5.
Itu wes ganti side.
Hah?
Wes ganti side.
Wes Sentinel Defender sekarang. Anjir Manskin. Kill 4.
See ya. My ult's ready.
Careful here.
Hati-hati main dalam.
I have the spike.
Mana dek mid? Push. Mundur.
Blocking sight.
Still in sight. Spike drop. Still in sight.
Ayo masuk.
Drop the spike. Wingman's gonna plant spike.
One enemy remaining.
Satu nih di sini bisa. 5 juga.
77 anjir, tiba-tiba. Padahal tadi Genji-nya kari berdua, Cok. Sentinelnya sih 4 orang. Kelat anjir.
Atakarnya Genji kan?
Iya, sekarang atakernya Genji.
Oh iya, bisa menang sih Genji. Soalnya
Can
map
someone buy
attacker
me,
dulu tuh.
please? Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Lotus map
Astagfirullah.
attacker banget, Cok.
Reloading.
Careful here.
Bisa main dulu, Cok.
Reloading.
Cutting their vision. Cutting their vision.
Enemy spotted A.
You want to play? Let's play.
Aduh, ketutupan smoke.
20. Kanan.
Last player standing.
Ih, Cok.
Udah.
Nondok kepeting babi.
They're usually distracted once I reveal them. Make sure you take advantage.
Anyone have funds to spare? Here.
Kontrol. Kan mau pakai singipan. Apa pakai singipan? Oh, pakai singipan.
Diamond KB.
Coba step lah babi. Tidak seneng dia, Cuk.
Jadi tabrak langsung.
Apa ngomong?
Ban
Still in sight. Still in sight.
Ada.
There.
Aduh, 114.
Ada.
Itu rame.
Cok, 140 Rena.
Ada ulti sih ini. Genjer.
One enemy remaining.
We played. You lost. We got this.
Need a drop.
Om. Aku kan tuku takjil ya, Om. Tuku gorengan nih, Om. Telo. Enak tibanya telo yo. Aku gak tahu, yo.
Aguas, keep your guard up.
Enak yo telo juga yo.
Get out of my way. Enemy spotted A. Reloading.
Let's go! Someone's there.
Cutting their vision.
Wingman's planting.
There.
Spike planted.
Kau kan?
One enemy remaining.
Aduh, di sini woi.
Ini.
Here.
Sorry.
Mundur loh.
Maju.
I think they can kill me.
Oh, lihat kameraku. Woi. Aku dulu.
The enemy only looks composed. Their hearts tell a different story. Need a drop.
Deh ngeker yuk.
Thank you.
Gak dibedil kameraku yuk.
Mana? Apa?
Let's choke them.
Iya, deh kayaknya udah bagus.
Udah dingin.
Ya udah.
Ope. Ngale. Ope anjir. Ngale teh, ope.
Oke. Tak berisik.
Reloading.
Maju lagi gue. Di kanan smoke loh tadi.
Tunggu apa ya lagi?
Bebas.
Aku TW.
Kita dapat.
Ada off gak sih?
Cutting their vision.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Spike's ticking.
Oh, tak kira Mosa anjir.
Everyone hiding.
Wih, tunnel satu.
Ada yang
Still in sight.
City nih. Sel. City ada.
One enemy remaining.
Ulti ya.
Back.
Di dalam sini. Oke.
Saving kan. Hati-hati Michelle.
udah OP nggak?
Boy. Kayak noik hujan deh.
Win.
Multi
Show
kemana?
me where to go.
Tahu.
Lihat. OP nggak?
Ulti guys saving.
Gak ada dia.
Apa nih, Cok?
Sentinel 9. Genji 7.
Nyalain.
Wikipedia nih gitu.
Nah ya. Di kiri.
Still in sight. Cutting their vision.
Backshot out.
Spike planted. Next wave.
Lihat tuh yang muncul tuh. Ada satu lagi tuh. Oh, dari belakang.
One enemy remaining.
Kameraku.
Bareng gue. Gak usah kamera.
Ambil OP.
Belakang.
Ya, Cok, udah mati, Cok. Nah, atas deh.
Turun deh.
Save OP deh.
Oh, selas lu. Oh, belum ya.
Belum, satu lagi.
They will
Dua lagi nih.
and then they will die.
10 sentinel. Genji 7.
Satu-satu. Oh, good tech streamer berarti.
Berhasil.
Itu enggak, itu respect streamer, Rob. Biar AdSense-nya banyak.
Oh, gitu.
Ya. Jadi ada 3 video.
Tidak ngaruh.
Ada highlight-nya panjang ya.
You want to play? Let's play.
Get out of my way.
Oh, bacot.
Tadi nggak lihat.
Itu bisa dilewat.
Dihancurin kameraku.
There. Spike down B. Cutting their vision. I have the spike.
Oh, mati kayak gituan, Cok.
Last player standing.
Timing, Cok.
Nguyur.
Dari kan dibunuh siapa, Van?
Mati. Bunuh soft.
Satu di A.
One enemy remaining.
Kak. Awas.
Still in sight.
30 seconds left.
Cobiso. Main sini sih lewat
Spike planted.
kanan lagi. Itu tengah.
Aduh, 100, Cok. Time out anjir Genji. 11-7. 11 sentinel.
Last round before the switch.
We lose everything after this.
Skin. Minta dong. Lu recon nggak? Phantom nih.
Enggak.
Apa? Bebas ya?
Anyone have funds to spare?
Last ya.
Iya.
Let's get it.
Anyone have funds to spare? Enemy spotted mid. Reloading.
Ada dulu.
Enemy spotted B. Grounded.
Anjing lah.
Aduh, 80-40.
One enemy remaining.
Wes.
Belakang tau.
Blocking sight.
Last player standing.
Lo ya,
Tadi
lo.
bantuin trade cok, Irfan.
Gak ketok aku mau ngepick ya.
Asyik kan. Kiri mau
Kiri,
Mas.
kiri.
Kepala mau nondok Kok nondok tadi?
Tapi shotgun ya. Kok tak revisi aja.
Yang hebat
Switching
sekali apa
sides.
sih?
Mortal.
If any of you die,
Mortal tuh.
so don't embarrass me like that, please.
Minta recon teh.
Anyone have funds to spare?
Tak trap aja.
Anyone have funds to spare?
Oh, Zekan berdua anjir. Satu lagi sentinel 12.
Ada. Ya.
Ya kok ya.
DB.
There.
Mosh pit. Careful here.
Enemy spotted B. Sit down.
Someone is near.
Still inside.
Dia dua.
Satu lagi.
Plan.
Spike planted.
Hah,
Mid
ngeflank?
ada satu.
Plan.
Nanti ada satu lagi.
Mid ada satu.
Gimana?
Last player standing.
30 cok. Coba
Biar apa
lagi.
diklik kanan, Wan?
Apa?
Mid sik sial. Kill mid sik sial. Cedek ini kanan.
One enemy remaining.
Gak usah reload. Musuh masih nge-thread.
Pero like, why can't we just hug it out? Pinche Radiant.
Iko.
Asmara sepupu.
They better try something else.
Ada.
2 biji, Cok, yang jaga di sini, Cok.
Enemy spotted A.
Awas ya, di hole.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Aduh anjir.
Just let them try to catch me.
Belum maksimal lagi.
Dua ikut nol.
Ada deh.
Careful
Enemy
here.
spotted A. Got him. Enemy spotted A. Enemy A.
Cutting their vision.
Baru TTR kan.
Mid.
Stealing sight.
Satu hal.
Spike down mid. There.
Spotted mid.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Flawless.
Spike spotted mid.
Itu kan ada.
No one left to send a message.
Oh, well.
Halo
We know the
Dika.
drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
Dika di sini.
Andika di sini.
Andika kangen banget.
Oh,
Tuh sumpah emang
enggak itu Andika di sini. Hai Dika. Iki siapa? Yang dek Malang iku lho. Ada yo sing review elektronik pisan.
Dika ID.
DKID ya. Kan Andika itu.
Iya. Saya ngerti meninggal.
Ada ya.
Multiple enemies A.
Oh, halo apa-apa.
Mid kan udah iso ya.
Multiple enemies A.
Lagi gak hole gak usah di-pick ayo. Tak trap aja.
Cutting their vision.
My ult's ready.
Stealing sight. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Anjing.
Di abatu.
Smoke DE jebol babi. Kayak tahun dari itu.
I hate to say it, but probably best to
Play as
Kandung
team.
ya.
So, what's the plan?
Mega. Ya.
Kan lebih kan.
Iya. Satu.
Kofik.
Stealing sight.
Kofik angkat.
There. Cutting their vision.
Bokong.
No info.
Spike down
Ah,
mid.
fuck, Cok, orang ini, Cok. Timing bangsat. Masuk mid ya.
My ult ready.
Para City ya.
There. One enemy remaining.
Kasih tadi ya, Bi. Rena.
Rena ada B nya.
Dari B. Iya, tak trap sih. Ada trap.
Cekatan anjir. Pak sing anu.
Iya, boleh.
30 seconds left.
Nice.
Match point.
Oh look, they're desperate.
Yikes. Enemy spotted A. They will cover.
See nothing. There.
Spike planted.
See nothing.
Ini ada yang.
One enemy
You
remaining.
want to play? Let's play.
Defenders win.
Kalau TikTok tuh tumbal proyek absen halo Fandi. Kalau TikTok tuh
Dan dulu ya. Ntar lagi yuk.
Piro-piro. Loh, kok mandek?
tegim deh.
Enggak iki nih. Oh, menang sentinel.
Menang sentinel. GG.
1-1 adik-adik.
Menang sentinel 1-1. Ini map terakhirnya apa? Breeze. Jer.
Cuk, beris cuk, ndak seneng aku yuk.
Nobar gak sih?
Nobar.
Main lah, tak nobar yuk.
Belum mulai kok, anjing.
1-1.
Saya istirahat iku.
Enggak kalian
Iya
berdua
dong,
aku
Bar.
tak istirahat dulu, Cok. Agak pusing lah.
Oke.
Gak melo lu.
Pusing, Cok.
Ya
Udah
udah.
10 jam kan.
Ayo bertiga.
Tunggu,
nih.
Tak lagi, tak balik lagi.
Fandi. Kamu ikut.
Breeze. IG-nya Sentinel sih. Please lah.
Rio Never Lose mana nih? Rio Never Lose.
Tidur. Tes. Masuk. Apa?
Fandi aja Fandi.
Kan 1.
Tiga cari lagi. Itu Dika.
Aku udah malam-malam ya, Kak. Besok pergi soalnya.
Tuh.
Jam berlah ayo.
Tuh.
Map Breeze.
DNKT.
Apa?
Ini lucu ya.
Coba aja maju.
DE live.
Tuh, mandi. Baru balik. Skip dulu ya gak apa-apa.
Ketiga lah. Habis. Lasus ya. Uruan.
Lah soalnya mau lihat Genji. Semua
Mandek dah.
tapi Genji ini. Hah? Ya apa sih di play mandek dah tiba-tiba.
TTY. Lu share screen itu aja. Nobar. TTY guys.
Apa nih caranya?
Loh, mandek.
Mandek.
Cara share screen ya apa? Display capture ya?
Display capture.
Juga sih.
Wes. Suaranya wes gak bawa aduh tuh. Gak bawa bisa tuh.
Apa?
Gak bisa. Suara gak bawa bisa tuh.
Suara? Hah, nggak tahu.
Gak
Ya
bisa.
apa caranya? Coba lu lihat sih.
Aduh
Bisa
buka
saya
OBS.
Ada
Buka
suara
OBS.
nggak sih? Gak ada suara. Tunggu.
Udah ada suara in game, Jo.
Terus,
Suaranya wis gak bawa tuh. Gak bawa bisa tuh. Apa? Gak bisa.
yang mana?
Suara gak bisa tuh. Ada, lu nih gak share screen dah, buka di streaming.
Buka
Baru
di streaming kan
Aduh.
delay, tak antem lu.
Share screen sini lah. Gak
Nggak
bisa.
muncul, nggak muncul, nggak muncul,
Terlalu
nggak
lama.
muncul.
Ya mu.
Udah. Lu yang lama.
Gak bisa, mana gak keluar.
Itu di Discord. Tuh.
Gak keluar di aku. Tunjuk ono wis man. Boleh. Oh ya wis. Aplikasi audio capture tambahi.
Ya apa cara nambahin?
Pilih Chrome.
And being able to claim that space on this map, and you can understand why. Normally, though, it's on the back of Cypher comms that are really hard to break through if you actually play diving on towards one site. And this time, Genji have a lot of reactive utility. Meteor can always get towards that site. Karen's got global util to support them with those stars. For now, Tentacles have claimed the space. They have got the plant down by the looks of things. And there's not a lot that Genji had to push them out. Even the shock dart doesn't land. So a chance now for the pistols, most of which are grouped up on the back of the site. Good shots to start this off. And it doesn't look like there's too much being found, but gotta look at the HP bars. Meteor's down a little bit low and emerging from the smoke. Yeah, Zelsis ran into heavy traffic, but Lackey is down. Another opportunity for kills here on Zekin. Low HP on Meteor, but not a shot to hit. And John QT's last alive. Hey, okay, 2 kills. It's not terrible.
Yeah, they do a little bit of damage, they get a plant, they earn some extra credits. Weaponry's going to be picked up with Genji, so again, it's not really the end of the world, but I don't think either side is going to be particularly unhappy, especially with how Genji set up. That was basically working off the retake. Now those where things get that little bit more interesting. And, well, the plant in some cases will actually have made the difference of having full shields, having full utility, which, as we know, there is an outlaw on the other side, so that will actually make a difference.
Andek yang mana?
Yes, absolutely. You know, the
Waktu itu kan aku nanya, lo ngomong gak usah dibawa ya, gue
drawn
nggak
my eye how
ngerti.
Genji use it, but this is going to be the more conventional usage,
They're on
right?
defense for starters.
Yeah, attack side split. You know, we're going to have a conversation about that. But here, so much value. The whole map is just long-range angles. You can do so much damage. As we see, Sentinels have got shields on everybody, the full 150. Those pistols, weaker weapon spams, could be able to take him down already. Texture's able to pick up John QT, Lackey on another Karen, Munchkin. Everyone's got their bite of the pie. It's just Sassy left alone. I mean, this is not a round that I expected Genji to win, but to dominate?
Udah.
There's barely been any damage done, Tom.
No, and they're already looking at their flank. They know that there's a very good chance, especially now that they're starting to clear out the positions behind, that he will be somewhere towards their spawn, already pings on the map. It might even just be a scenario where we're going to have to wait the full 50 seconds for Sassy to just try and hold on to the gun, but again, I want to shout out the utility being thrown in from Lakia. He's someone that I definitely don't think always gets his plaudits, has some rough games individually, but his dart basically gave a free kill over onto the side of Karen. Well,
30 seconds
it is just going to be Sassy holding on to the gun. All 5 players looking to survive, upgrades as well. We're talking about there's a Marshal, a Sheriff, an Outlaw. None of those weapons are in play anymore. It is just the rifles for Genji. If you're talking about a great start to this map, it really doesn't get better than this.
No, that is a boost to their economy if ever I've seen one. 3 upgrades across the board, able to make it work with the weaker weapons. And the funny thing is, the Viper Wall piece so useful. Viper Wall wasn't there. Viper Orb, same thing, not there. It's just straight up fights. Players spamming through the smoke, putting them low.
After he's sat there for 50
Minta
plus
kali
seconds.
2. Kesuwen.
Wait for him to hold onto that
1,
guard,
2,
and Meteor just goes,
Anu,
no,
terus
right,
replay.
that's just disgusting. Like, that's the thing, that's where you see
1,
actually
2, 3.
just the usage coming out of Lakia, and then also just the denial. Like, it's having that second controller. Like, Karen's just been able to push by putting that smoke into position. There you go. You got the Gen G watch party over in Seoul.
Ya apa
as
di
well.
stop?
After what was probably a bleak 2023,
Halo?
it is paying dividends to be a fan of this team now.
Yeah.
Maybe even a few people might have jumped
Hey,
ship
yo.
over, but we won't.
They've lined up for the double, the triple for Lakia. John QT, well, he'll find one unaware. That's a rifle to be retrieved, but in comes Munchkin to close that one out. Nice and clean for Gen G in those last couple of fights. But the damage was done by Sentinels early on. Thing is, because of those massive economical rounds they had early on, they're not really going to struggle for that all too much.
Definitely got dangerous, but is this man again
Apa matiin streaming?
coming alive exactly when they need him most? 7-1 on the scoreboard. The comeback of Lakia may have been seriously understated when he made it back into a tier 1 team. There are many of us who have been waiting for this for such a ridiculously long time, in jail over a Vision Strikers, and then had a long redemption arc to even get this far. Texture about to come under pressure, but he's not shying away at all. Maybe he should have done. Zekka's removed him and taken the operator.
Gak ada yang delak dah.
Field there would have been
Dikira
huge to
off
spat
paling
through the
baru.
wall after, but nothing to be found. It's a swing out from Zekin, confirms another kill, and Tans answers up. Finally, it looks like Gen G have been left in the dust here on the defense, and with Munchkin falling, that's confirmed. Karen, 1v4, the first is his. Pulled back a star, but, well, that's going to be quite a while before that's up and online. Trying to bait out the op, but he won't hit the shot. Snake bite up and over. If he's anywhere nearby, it'll take him down. But playing ahead of it, John QT spots him. One round on the board for Sentinels. They found their first on the attack.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes back off the individual play of Zekin. Definitely up there in terms of the entry fraggers, and just was happy to put that pressure straight onto Texture. Picking up the operator as well, just taking this round into his own hands. That's the value that Sentinels have in this youngster. Still just 19 years of age. Literally just. I think it was during this tournament.
It's crazy to have that success so early on in your career.
And you better believe that contract is probably as solid as it gets. Again, they're just going straight back in for this play in towards the A site. And again, no fear out from Texture. This time he will catch it, but it's a player that can be brought back. It's going very differently this time around, though. They're being destroyed.
Anjir, ya cepet ya.
One of the first A site pushes we saw come out of Sentinels. Ult used by Meteor, human drone, aggressive
Bahkan mereka belum ngeklaim dah.
punish that op, and then they get swung by the smoke. They have a guy calling shoot me as well. It's never easy to play in rounds like that. Even uses his decoy as he comes out of the ultimate just to bait them even further. You can see they're getting hyped up on the Gen G side, and understandably, as they now lead 5-1. We're a quarter of the way through, halfway through the first half, and Gen G have their hands stuck on the reins.
Behind the scenes that in scrims this map for Gen G has been going fantastic, even if the results don't display that. When it comes to the officials, they were confident, they were happy to take it here. Again, Sentinels, we hadn't seen it successful in Americas, and it's definitely not looking great here. Texture so aggressive in his control, they have to be using the drone just to force him back out of main. Shock darts being sent onto him, but if you believe that he's giving this up, you'd be foolish. And look at what's happening on the other side. Gen G are already stacking up players into this B site. The read they have is bang on.
It's not even an intention to have Meteor go somewhere else, rotate to A if the pressure's there. His gate crashes on site, decoy used. They might even think that's the real one. They do. Flashed on Zek, and he slowed down and peeked out from the side. Munchkin wrapping. They get a nice angle, and he found another, and they still haven't found Meteor. He's spraying away, catching the jump up and dropping the spike. These players have to come out of the pit. They're getting a reveal. Meteor staying alive for now, and he's up close to the pit. knowing that they have to emerge from it to pick the spike, but they already have John QT's around the backside, and he's coming right back into the safety of the pit to try to get the plant down. A flash inside, but it's all a decoy to push them towards him as Meteor moves around the other side. This is beautiful play. They're not even looking as he goes back in. And now the plant, sure, it's going to be found, but blinded up. He is stuck in a corner. John QT doesn't stand a chance. Huge round from Meteor on the Yoru. And an even bigger one for Gen G, leading by 5.
That's the thing you love about this guy. Like, you've watched him play these Sentinels in such an aggressive manner. The operator on Killjoy in the last map, happy to run in 1v2s, use his ult immediately and clutch out. But then you put him back on the duelist, and you almost miss it. If it wasn't for Textra, he'd probably be playing it on any other team. This guy is so damn good. 9-3, top in the board. Sentinels at the moment, they just don't have an answer. They're coming back in with a buy, but it is one of the weaker we've seen. Ults, none of them are even remotely close. And almost all of them are either close or online. Here he goes again.
He's absolutely crazy. They baited him in. They thought they baited him in. He bites, but he takes it with him. Zekin down, and he's sticking around. Texture's not going anywhere. Eventually, he has to fall back. The flash is good. Was that a leg or a spam from someone else? Indeed, it was a spam from someone else. Lakia, who's now down on the floor. The ult used by Meteor. 1 spotted, 2 spotted, and 2 taken down just like that. They saw the final player. They know exactly where he is. Nothing slipping past Gen G right now with a 7th round locked in. Sentinels have to be feeling stuck in the mud. They got 1 round, and this A site has not worked for them since.
Yeah, the problem they have is either they go for these direct, aggressive takes on towards the A site, or they lose that map control immediately because it gets pushed by Texture. Like, they have to challenge for it. The problem is they're not winning that fight. So there almost has to be a response. Mid-control...
You say I own you.
It sounds like it. Mid-control has not been something that we've seen too much for from Sen. I almost want to see the pressure put in because these A takes are just being slaughtered. And now we're even seeing the switch up of Gen G putting Texture on the other side of the map. I think his expectation is, well, surely they don't go for that again.
Kan kok tidak menyala ya?
There's going to be some Halls congestion off rip. Lakia has given up the space. He was going to drone it. Instead, close the door. Shocked Arcos and the follow-up. That is gorgeous. But Sassy does manage to trade with the ultimate. And look who's gone running through! Karen uses their own util as a smoke. Walks up and surprises everyone. And the spike is on the floor again. Not just Karen anymore. Meteor's holding it. He's still got his flashes. Cosmic Divide. Insult to injury. Sentinels are locked out as more rotations are coming through. Munchkin not even looking at the... He's not trying to hold anything other than Halls. They know that they can't go back because of Texture on mid, and there's 2 players watching for that walkout. Sentinels need a miracle to get away with this.
They also lined that up so that he can peek in front of it. It's a dual access ult. Trying to make their way out. The pop flash is perfect, and it's instant. Both players executed. Gen G, after losing their own map choice handedly, have come back in like nothing ever happened. 8-1 up. I want to see a second pause coming out from Sentinels here. Yeah, I don't know how he won that battle. And like the flash, a split second later, I thought Lackey was going to be dead immediately, and then we need to talk about what he just did.
In through a Hunter's Fury, through a snake bite, through a smoke. Guy just ran through the whole opposition's utility belt and came out on top. Gen G have got Sentinels in their pocket. And so I don't know what they can say. Kaplan's got his task cut out for him.
Sumpah lemes dul Sentinel lagi.
Better be combining in a fusion dance of brains to get this one.
Kayak jauh nih ya dia nge-time out.
It's looking grim.
18 baru di-time out anjir.
You spoke about how they had all their ultis online. They've used them incrementally. We had Yoru pop his, Karen pops the Cosmic Divide. Still now, they have a Viper's Pit. Still they have a Blade Storm. And they're about to have the Hunter's Fury back online. There's no way in which they're letting this slip without Sentinels running up against a brick wall again and again. They've got to be sensational to even have a foundation laid coming out of this half.
I'll give you one better. In the last 4 matches, they won only 1 of them. And they got 11 rounds on attack.
Breeze, just on Breeze.
Yeah, on Breeze. So, if anything, they should be feeling more, and especially when you look at the composition they're running, the expectation is that they'll be able to cause chaos. You've got a double duelist, and you've got double controller to just basically create space for them. This is almost seems like doomsday for Sen City. The NG have dropped a nuke on them, and finally we're going to see some mid control. I wanted to see this challenge for, but again, there's always another layer. A disgusting position that's not going to be checked. Even sticks around to fight. Maybe goes a little bit too far with that one. Not able to escape. And because of that, it's just going to be the 1-for-1 trade.
Well, the man advantage might not sit with any team, but Tens has been tagged pretty low. That will stand to them in future fights. Not if it's Texture taking it with an operator. But he also has that Blade Storm. Of course, with Tens online, that knife should be coming through fairly soon. It's just back online, and there it is. It's not caught them, though. Texture's still happy. Dash online in the back pocket, but Sentinels are on the wraparound. Moving in for mid control, moving back through mid, in fact. Hoping the rotations have come through. There's an aggressive push from Lakia. So he'll be inside of main for this retake, not able to get past the trap wire. And on the site, there's only one man, all alone is Karen. Off the smoke to give himself a safe haven to play from. They're trying to root him out. They suspect that he's in this position. And Celsius has got him on the running spray.
It's whether they expect anybody to be in A main, though. It might be the snake in the grass. It does seem like they're watching that position now. Enough time has gone through. It has to be an instant win on this battle. Otherwise, it's definitely going to become problematic in terms of the time. The thing is, though, in terms of finances, Genji can definitely afford to throw some players into the win. Munchkin looking to lead the charge. The time, though, is ticking. Texture has already found one, but surely this round has to be going the way of Sentinels at this point. But it's more so, how many players do they come out with? The answer is 3. A solid hold after a huge hiatus from the board. Sen finally bounced back.
Well, as if I'm Cypher popping an ultimate. I'll take my hat off to you there, Kaplan and Drew. Good calls to change up the pace of this game. Looked like it's a B play. Wrap back through middle, which is somewhere they've had trouble holding on to control with.
They've barely gone middle. That's been the thing. It's been mostly A takes, like battling to make sure that control can't be taken. This time it was taken, but it didn't matter because they managed to get those rotations back through in a good call from John
tertekan deh Sentinel Rai ini.
But every single time there's somebody there ready and waiting for it. John did also get a little bit of space on mid, but they've seen the constant aggression. Camera up and watching this, but it's a little closer than you'd like to see. John QT going to survive the round and rally the troops towards the A site. Good wall to cross in mid. Drone clearing it out. The pressure on. Lakia's close to the wall. Meteor's already rotated through, albeit he's only got 0 HP now. Never mind, not 40. There's also Karen on the site, and they've managed to chop and change some of these fights. He's in a little bit of trouble there, but it looks like it's going to be fine with Sentinels crossing the site, grabbing the plants, presumably for free. Tag is received. Hunter's Fury is popped. Push up by Sassy.
Aduh.
One by Texture with 2 kills and a third. He retook it all by his lonesome.
Yeah, it's almost like he just completely ignored the plan. The plan was that Lakia would get a tag, kill someone with the Hunter's Fury, and they retake together. Instead, he kills the guy who gets tagged immediately. He hits the most disgusting headshot with an operator, and then just peeks through the Viper screen to kill the last. The guy has no fear whatsoever.
Otak sakit ya, Texture.
Well, for Solo, we've already mentioned he may not be in the server anymore, but there is a story of redemption. Elise versus Sentinels, and more so Tens. The MVP.
Dhisik DE loh.
Reykjavik,
Iya, DE Meteor.
finished third.
DE loh dhisik di Global Esport dak Nyalain
His move
anjir.
to coaching was something that
Konten
anybody
dak
would
support
be
paling ya.
excited for.
Kayak
Now it's
malah
going to be a more
ini ya,
direct
monyet ya.
approach, straight in towards this B site for
Monyet
Sen,
iya.
desperately looking for a third
Lebih
round.
non Eskarosi rasanya.
Shot by Texture, that's 4 in a row on that off. He's making a highlight reel of his own, and still to be dealt with. All 3 players spotted. The info there, Blade Storm in the back pocket, sprays are in, forcing them into this angle. The shot didn't actually land, the Blade Storm only doing marginal damage. Eventually, Tens falls, unable to be rezzed back anymore, but Sassy and John QT keep it competitive, keep it in Sentinel's favor now. and they know exactly where Munchkin is. Snake bite towards the back. It might force them into texture, but they go the other way. And Sentinels handle every battle perfectly. 3 rounds on the board at the half. It's not ideal, but it's workable.
Yeah, it's definitely a scary prospect going forward, but similarly to what we saw in the first map, a slight resurgence from Sentinels at the end. Of course, as mentioned though, you look at the composition that's there for the side of Gen G, and you feel like it's going to be better on their attack, which really is a marvel to look at, because they have been truly unbelievable, making a mark as the best team in Pacific, and they are very close to making that final.
Well, a big factor on their attack is going to be Meteor, so let's hear what Meteor had to say ahead of this game.
Apa?
안녕하세요. 젠지에서 활동 중인 메테오 김태호입니다. 일단 저희가 리빌딩 하고 나서 제일 성적을 좋게 내고 있는 것 같은데, 사실 아직 실감은 안 나지만 그래도 또 저희끼리 잘한 거 잘해서 올라왔으니까, 사실 페이퍼렉스라는 팀이 에임이 굉장히 좋다고 생각하고 있는데, 이제 저희 팀원들도 그 페이퍼렉스 팀원들 간의 에임 싸움이라 해야 되나? 저희끼리 그런 거 피하지 말고 우리도 한번 싸워보자 라고 얘기했던 것 같습니다. 사실 감이 온다기보다는 그냥 평상시대로 공격적으로 할 것 같으니까, 이제 새로 리빌딩이 되면서 이제 팀원들과 친해지려고 노력을 많이 했고, 그리고 팀들끼리 이제 각자 다른 팀에서 해오던 사람들끼리 모인 거라서 우리가 어떻게 게임을 풀어나갈 건지 이런 거에 대해서 많이 얘기했던 것 같아요. 그런 부분도 이제 저희 팀
This could be a big win if it comes through. Nice work from Meteor. 1 bullet left. And nothing being spotted towards the spawn. This means they know where they are. The peek out is perfect, and he goes back with the pistol.
사실 센티넬 경기를 자세히 보진 못했는데, 사실 센티넬에 대해 아는 것도 많이 없고, 그냥 이 선수가 뭐 잘하더라 이런 것만 알고 있기 때문에, 그냥 센티널이랑 하게 된다면 그냥 저희가 하던 대로 하면 충분히 이길 수 있다고 생각합니다. 일단 저희가 한국 팀이라는 게 굉장히 자랑스럽고, 그리고 한국에서 또 많은 팬분들이 응원해 주시고 있기 때문에 저희가 꼭 그 응원에 보답해드리도록 하겠습니다. 세계 각국에서 젠지를 응원해 주시는 분들이 계신데 그 응원에 보답해드리도록 하고 싶고, 그리고 저희와 함께 항상 달려주셔서 감사합니다.
Well, Meteor says they've got fans all over the world. I'll tell you what, plenty of them showed up here to support them today, and they'll be thankful that they did. Got to witness history already with Sentinels challenge heavily, and Meteor off the bat, he is swinging with second down. The man advantage goes to the team. 9-3 in the lead. Winning this pistol could spell the end for Sentinels.
Well, that's the thing. He talked about the pride he has for being that Korean team in this tournament. They win 4 more rounds, and they have got further than any Korean team has done in the history of the VCT. Right now they've matched Newturn and DRX, and
Masuk. Jadi
they have to do it on their first time out. Be truly impressive. The fact is, they're building up into an A-take. The re-aggression could be caught.
Udah lihat berita gempa Tuban belum kak? Udah. Nyampe ke Surabaya kan?
Even still though, it's brought enough for the rest of the team to make their way in towards
that A-site.
Hoping maybe he could hit something with a miracle shot or a shock dart, but instead they're aggressive to try and take him down. Left on just 40 HP.
He has done damage to the other side though. 68 and 40. Obviously Meteor tagged up in the earlier fight. Munchkin now in danger. A few full HP players, goes back, opens the door, and is going to try to bail. Snakebite chasing him down, but he's out. And he'll close that door right in his opponent's face. That buys a little bit of extra time as he turns around the bridge, ready for the fight. Munchkin wins his, and Meteor, that's a triple. Sensational pistol round with Gen G, losing only 1 player. They're now 10-3 up. Sentinels, I don't know if they'll consider the force. I think they'll play the eco, but either way, it's not looking good.
Masalahnya sampai retak anjir temboknya jere.
He could have been dead within the first few seconds.
Iya kan dek kan koncoy adekku. Kak Lin ndak wis balik toh soalnya. Retak kok, koncoku juga. Dek ngungsi di rumah koncoy, jadi ndak tidur ndak apa.
Had so many bites at the cherry at internationals, never even come close. 3 rounds from a final. This would be his 7th international event. 9th to 10th was his best placing before this. to say that this Gen G side, this squad is special, even if Sentinels manage to run this back. History is already being made for the side of Sen.
Bahkan
It's not a
kerasa
pretty
sampai
picture.
Jakarta.
I say they
Hah?
normally buy
Gila iya
nothing.
dah.
Well, they have a
Jauh dah sih
single
padahal.
Marshall in the hands of Zekken.
Jauh weh.
He's had an amazing tournament, but he's got to
Iya
hit some
partai
crazy
juga.
shots
Iya
just
iya
to give
iya
them a
di
little bit of life in this
Kota
round.
jadi. DTP sampai M nya rata-rata.
Even the one
Iya
hit
DTP itu
off rip
parkirannya.
Texture's down to 76.
Kayak ada
How much
tembok
impact
yang
that can realistically have
retak
once these
ucel
players
gitu.
round the corner. It's classics waiting for them.
Tinggi
Decoy leading the
supremasi
charge,
di
spotted by
stand.
Sassy. He's ready for this, and there's the finish on the earlier shot out of the Marshall. Damage done to Meteor. He's actually going to use his ulti already, thanks to a fantastic performance in early rounds. He's already diving in,
Anjir.
but that's a mistake. A mistake that Zelsis punishes and leaves John QT in a spot where he could get this done. But the first player lands the first bullet. 11-3. Good damage from the side of Sentinels. But Gen G, 2 away from sending them to the lower bracket. With players like Sassy showing up, we had a great first map out of 10s as well. Both of them fighting for their 3rd appearance at a Masters Grand Final. For now, it's looking like they're going to have another fight later on.
There's players on the Sentinel side that have
Bahkan juga ada gempa susulan. Iya, satu hari ini 3 kali gak sih ya gempa.
But right now,
Hah, 15 kali?
it is the Korean squad that are proving
Hah, masa 15 kali, Ra?
this is a new world, a new
3
realm
kali
in
jadi.
2024.
Bagaimana ya?
The time of the rookie,
Gila anjir.
Karen.
Apa gak roboh kabeh sama ya orang?
Maybe the time of the comeback with some of these players. The thing is though, Sentinels are not out of it just yet. They're trying to find a pocket, get a little bit aggressive. They've got the better buy here, but already not the greatest of starts.
Dek Yusia retak
Sassy
kok.
does trade, but he takes damage. And Zekken's aggressive position should
Yusi
be
dek apa?
revealed. He's going to try and play
Yusi retak.
ahead of it, see if anybody gives him a fight, but they don't.
Oh, and there was cover as well, just in case the light swings came through. That was through the wall. That was blind fire. Second, and Texture's got another up top, aggressive, still with a dash to play with. And Zelsis and John QT backed into a corner. All their credits on the line. This defensive side has a decision to make. Carrying 2 weapons forward wouldn't be that useful, and it won't be possible. Not with Texture on his 4th kill. A potential ace to put 12-3 on the board. John QT. All that's left of Sentinels, all that stands in the way of this accolade for Texture. And what a time it would be to find it. But for now, John QT's making the right decision. He's legging it to the other side of the map, but he's not away. Not yet. Karen is actually going the other direction, so he might have just managed to slip through to the next round with this rifle by the skin of his teeth.
It is going to be an escape.
Oh,
I think Leslie goes peeking into the window, but I don't think he's ever going to do that. He's also had his cam spot them out as well. Not going to risk the rifle, but it means that the purchase is there for Sen. 9 rounds in a row needed. We've seen comebacks. Look at this. What was it? It was the side of Fnatic managing it.
Soalnya nggak jadi kayak gini lah Pak
It
bahasa
just
Korea.
shows the confidence that this man is running with at this stage.
Hampir
The Sentinels, it wouldn't be doom and gloom just yet. A lower bracket awaits them. Loud and PaperX play after this to decide who will likely get the chance. Zekken's going to try and get aggressive, but this time it's a B execute. They're looking to end this quickly. Straight into the site they go. Sassy has at least kicked it off with an opener. The spike dropped for a second, and Meteor desperately low.
But that doesn't deter him. He is still going aggressive and swinging into heavy traffic. Only the one to be found. But with 10s on 5 HP, those pieces can be picked up by someone else. Texture, Munchkin, and Karen. History on the line, but still plenty of opportunities. The pressure won't be felt just yet. Snakebite up and over from Sentinels. They look to push some players on backside out of position. Here comes the util from Sassy.
Belum nyoba. Lebih ke apa? Nggak pernah ke Pandora sih. Aduh, gak cakep ya.
Another for texture, and there's only 2 on Sentinels left. Sassy does well, but they need to get on this spike, force these players out into an open fight, and it's Sassy to look to punish. John QT gets it half, but they're both extremely low. The time is running out, and now it's gone. History for Korean Valorant as Genji 13-3 Sentinels, an absolute demolition of America's #1. They booked their spot in the grand final, and anyone who faces them moving forward will be terrified of these new names. Players like Meteor, Texture, Karen. Unbelievable performances from every one of these players. 3 rounds for Sentinels, Tom. How is that even possible? I don't think they're going to be playing Breeze much throughout the rest of the tournament, I'll be honest with you. And they'll go into the best of 5. That's the thing, though. There is still time to recover. It was mentioned by Kablan, he wanted that day off.
Gila saya dari kemarin
He's got to get right back to prepping. He's got to get right back to watching this next series, because the Korean powerhouse, the new look Genji, they brought back some risky players, some players who didn't have success last year. Taking a gamble with a youngster, put Munchkin at the helm. 7th time's the charm as he makes a grand final with this team. What a performance from them. And this ragtag bunch of individuals has come together to build one of the best teams we've seen in a long, long time. They have already made history. They have matched PaperX. They have outdone DRX and Newturn. And now look to be maybe the first Pacific team to ever win an international event. They just need to win one more match.
Kok Sentinel PRX mandiri ya. Alex seorang diri anjir coach.
I don't blame them though. No, Sentinels looked insane.
Enggak lah, kayak Sentinel Genji kan pakai 2 orang. Coach ambil analis kayak.
Could win, but it will be close. This was a demolition, 13-5 and 13-3. The maps as well. Like the fact is, they lost their own map choice, but they smashed them on Split, which is the map we were saying the Sentinels are the best team in the world on. So this series, by no regard, makes any sense. A map that, as said, Breeze, they looked rough on. They just won 13-3.
Breeze 12-3 tak gak dikasih kan, gak dikasih main sama sekali.
Is 3-3, by the way. One of those includes destroying EDG and destroying Sentinels. Like this team is
bukannya lower ya? Kan mari kalah lawan siapa? Lawan KC bukannya menang ya?
And they've done that a couple of times where they've made slight changes, slight adaptations on Split. They changed
lawan
from
Lata
an Astra
bukan
to an
tuh?
Omen, and that took them from a pretty bad team on Split to an unbelievable team on Split. It truly is impressive how much this team has managed to adapt in a short amount of time. Solo, you're doing God's work. Munchkin, he's got to be in a shout for being a fantastic IGL, because he's getting shouted out by Lakia, who's finally making his name back in the scene. I'm so happy to see this team succeed.
Hey, long have we waited. We heard about Lakia for a long, long time. This time around, you know, I'm just looking at Genji, a team who's been in this game from day 1, May 4th, 2020. Almost 4 years ago, these guys put together a roster to try and compete, and they've never even come close to hitting this level. Even before today, there were accolades that they'd never seen. Now, though, history has been made. All the way back on May 4th, it was the Phantom Menace like Meteor they needed, sneaking around in a different dimension. He was so fun to watch play. Texture's insane. But Lakia finally reaching that top level. This is what I wanted to see, and now I want to hear from Lakia. Let's toss it over to the stage.
Muchas gracias, Uli, que te estaba escuchando. Congratulations. Let's give it up for Genji one more time.
Wes daya teh. Besok lagi mau ke Surabaya, mau ke Jember kali. Mau ke Jember. Lu dah.
Final. I want you to tell me what makes this team such a good contender for winning the first trophy.
라키아 선수 그동안 국제전에서 결승전에 진출한 건 이번이 처음이잖아요. 젠지의 어떤 점이 결승전에서 잘해서
Anjir, exaggerate.
Genji sama kayak Genji.
Iya kayak ini the next PRX kayak.
나왔던 실수 정도만 좀 줄이면은 좋은 결과가 될 수 있을 거라고 생각을 하고요. 네, 그리고 저희끼리의 믿음으로 좋은 경기를 준비할 수 있도록 해야 할 것 같아요.
The fact that we believe in ourselves And
Apa oh?
if we just clean up some of the mistakes, make sure that mistakes don't happen, I think we have a great chance at winning everything.
Bueno, le he preguntado que después de toda la carrera que él tiene, que sí que ha llegado a playoffs alguna vez, pero
Di Bennett
nunca a
tayo
la
mangi.
final. ¿Qué es lo que hace que este equipo del Pacífico sea tan bueno y que consiga tan buenos resultados? Dice que lo único que tienen que hacer es limpiar un poco de esos errores que cometen y que de verdad creen en ellos mismos. Now, my next question is going to be about the opponents that you've faced. Of course, you have already won against all of the opponents that you have left here in the tournament, but you most likely take it to
Besok
that last
lagi
and
besok aku.
third map. What are the biggest hurdles
Sumpah udah malam
that you want to
dingin.
brush off for the
Bye guys, thank you yang udah join.
그동안
See you next stream.
경기를 많이 해왔잖아요. 풀세트 경기를 하면서